And greetings. My name is Teacher Camden. People know me as Camden Long. Today I'm doing a live stream here on YouTube because there's a lot of things that are happening as online English teachers and so many things to cover. So first, let me just get into a little bit about what you need to do if you want to become an online English teacher. The first thing that you need to do is to have your TEFL certification, your TEFL certification. So if you're looking to get started to teach online and you don't have your TEFL certification, then you got to get it done. You can get it online. In the description of this live stream, I will have a wonderful link that you can use to get started with your online certification. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer anything that you guys have for me during the live stream. And also, don't forget, you can leave your questions in the comment section. So something really amazing has happened this past week in my life, and it's never happened quite like this because Saturday, 18 lessons, Sunday, 18 lessons, and then on Monday, 15 lessons. 15 on a Monday, and the summer has not even fully started yet. So at the same time, last week, as I mentioned on one of my previous videos about what happened on social media, and I'm starting to learn how to communicate better. And I want you all to start learning how to communicate better online. You know, speaking and writing, not speaking like verbally, but writing messages and answering questions from like 300 people. I kid you not, like 300 messages in the past week. A lot of people, non-native English speakers and some native English speakers. So I want to be the first one to say that as a teacher on Palfish, you can become successful as a non-native English speaker because my good friend Alec from Serbia, which is a non-native English-speaking country, because he's like my friend. And when I say that, I'm putting him into a category. And, I don't like that. But it's a category, and it exists in our world. But anyway, Alec from Serbia had 18 lessons on this past Saturday. Now, keep in mind that Alec has been on Palfish since the summer of 2017. And he's been able to build up regular students, but he's also improved a lot. He's been investing more in his training. He's been improving his teaching skills. So it's not like you're just going to jump in on the first day as an online teacher and all this magic is going to happen. Now, if you apply yourself correctly the first day, then you might be able to get some leads or some followers or some comments on a video, like an introduction video. That's the next thing. You need to learn how to make a really good self-introduction video. That is key to your success. And now in Palfish, the official kids course, we need to update and upload a new teaching video, an intro video. So, to the 3 people who are here, I appreciate your time. At any moment, let me know if you have any questions. And also at the same time, I really love interaction because I can't get you on the video right now, but if you could tell me where you're from and what you do, that would help me out and allow this live stream to, produce more effectively and efficiently. So, as I mentioned, the first thing that you need to do is have your online certification course completed. And there has been people messaging me, and thank you so much to the people who have messaged me in regards to actually teaching abroad. And let me just get this. And I just got a new iPad. It's been absolutely amazing to teach on the iPad. It is a total game changer, and it's a lot easier than this little small iPhone 6S. But hey, from 2016 to 2019, that is what I had been using. And now I'm on the iPad, and it's like a totally different world now. So I just want to go over a few basic questions in this live stream things that most of the people have been asking me. The lesson length. What is the lesson length on Palfish? So first of all, each lesson is 25 to 30 minutes, and the base pay is 18, and you can work your way up to $22 per hour. You have to teach at least 300 classes to make that level 5, and then when you're in level 5, you can make up to $22 per hour. How does the schedule work? Well, I personally, after listening and reading so many messages from different people with different online companies, I think, wow, I feel so blessed that I'm on Palfish because we are in control of opening our schedule or closing our schedule. So, like other companies where you're on a contract or you have to teach this class every day and you have to take off, or, it just seems like a much more difficult way of going about it. But with Palfish, like, okay, if you need to take off a day, then you have your schedule 2 weeks in advance, and you can take off a day, or if you have to fly somewhere, if you have to travel something, or you have an emergency, or whatever the case may be, you can take that time off. So that's very helpful, and all you got to do is click a few buttons. Palfish is so cool that everything is right here on your iPhone, your iPad, and again, some people use tablets. I can't really talk much about that, and I don't want to say anything because I don't know anything about tablets or Androids. I just know that this is what I use, and it's so great to have a mobile-based online platform like Palfish because you can take it anywhere. You don't need a laptop. You don't need to do all these connection speed tests. You just hop on, make sure you have your SIM card if you're traveling, and have a strong 4G connection, and you're ready to go. So, what are the TEFL certification? So if you have gotten a TEFL certification or you're planning to get it, make sure you have a TEFL certificate number. This kind of tripped me up too. I was like, what? A certificate number? And I contacted Maximo Nivel, where I got my certification course from. It was in San Pedro, San Jose, Costa Rica. It was a great course, but they're not fully legit. So I emailed the company and they never got back to me in regards to the certificate number, so I had to go out and get another certificate. But anyway, the certificate number is a requirement. You will have to enter that and then upload your certificate in order to get onto Palfish. So keep that in mind. And if you want to get certified online, $139. You can do it through the program that I am associated with and that I recommend strongly, accredited by an American university. And not only that, if you really do decide to sign up with the program that I offer and you want to start on Palfish, then I'd be happy to do a video chat with you for free, guide you in any way. And I want to say this too because it's also helped me to realize that when I'm posting these things on Facebook, on these 4 different online teacher groups, and when I'm uploading the video or the picture, and I'm explaining what I did that day as an online teacher and what teachers can do, and I'm here to, if you're interested, I hope you get started. But then people make comments like, oh, you're just trying to self-promote yourself, and you're just looking for referral bonuses, and it's just all a bunch of chit-chat on the Facebook comment section. It's just chit-chat. That's all it is. So I am willing to help people, referral bonus or no referral bonus, because I know, I wrote this down today, is the more you give back, the more it's going to come back, right? So that's just something that it's so true that when you do things out of your own heart, it's going to come back to you in ways that you never imagined. And I got kind of bogged down on Saturday and Sunday because I see your comment, Carrie, just one moment really quickly. I kind of felt bogged down on Saturday because I kept getting all these messages from people who are non-native English speakers, and then a lot of people from South Africa. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or something, but when I tell people they can't get into the official kids course, but hey, I'm willing to help you. This is what you need to do, and follow through with it. And this is what blows my mind. This is the fact that people have opportunity. It doesn't matter where you're from. People have opportunity and someone who's willing to help them. And people won't even take the first step or even answer back. You know, like I've had some people where I ask a question and then they send me a message, like a sentence, and then they ask me a question. And then I answer the question, you know, just out of common courtesy. And then I say, well, and then they ask me more questions. And I say, can you please first answer my questions? So again, sometimes we may miss it. We overlook messages. I got that. I understand it. But wow, it blows my mind, as I said, the way that people treat me. And that's the best awareness to have, is because the more that you keep putting yourself out there, I'm coming into like a level of my life right now where I've cut out the distraction. Like, I love YouTube. I love watching videos, but what's so crazy is, in a good way, I don't even watch a lot of videos for fun anymore. And when I do, it's only when I like have my break to eat, or like, you know, maybe a few minutes before, you know, before I settle down and get into bed, just to kind of like enjoy myself for a little bit. Because when I'm not teaching online, I'm going boom right back into my Facebook Messenger, answering all the questions, getting people started on their journey, and offering as much as advice as I can, and posting videos, posting pictures, uploading, hashtagging things on Instagram and Facebook. You gotta learn how to get on your game. I really mean that with all my heart and my good intentions. Okay, Carrie Lee, thank you for being patient. Okay, so Carrie Lee Mason is from South Africa, currently part-time with animals, which I really enjoy. I am studying TEFL course online as well as learning Dutch as an additional language. Okay, well, that's cool. So when do you finish your TEFL certification course, and will it have a certificate number? So if you don't know that, you need to contact the TEFL program and make sure it has a certificate number. And for you, Carrie, when you complete your certification, what you can do is go to the Apple Store, download the Palfish application, and then follow the steps, complete your teacher profile. My mouth is getting dry. Complete your teacher profile, and then just wait, 24 to 48 hours to get verified. But don't do it until you have your TEFL certificate ready with the certificate number. Hello, Esteban Jacobo, or Jacobo. I think it's Jacobo. New York. Well, are you originally from, I'm just wondering, are you originally from New York, or are you just kind of passing through, visiting, or working there, or living there? Let me know. And again, if you guys could give me a thumbs up on this live stream, I would greatly appreciate that. That's a small token of appreciation. No, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So the next thing is, right now I'm in the process of upgrading my background, but my wonderful wife just made this for me right here by hand the other day. And so you need to have a great background. If you're going to apply for Palfish, having the logo in the back is only going to help you for the interview. And then when you become a teacher, you have to have the logo in the back. A kid-friendly environment. And please, this is one of my pet peeves. I see people who use my links, or people who follow me on Palfish. Man, don't put like Sunny Man 85 or Happy Teacher 91 or Mr. Sunshine 78. Like, put your real name. Okay, put your first and your last name. That's what I recommend. I really do. I really do. And if for some reason, if your name is kind of hard to pronounce, you could just, teacher. And it's like, what I'm trying to say is, it's not a time to joke around with your name. Like, number one, it's your application. You're getting started, waiting to get verified, and the recruit team, they're looking at the profile to make sure you're serious and professional and going to be responsible teaching kids or adults on the app. So you got to be serious. You're welcome, Carrie Lee. If you have any more questions, let me know. Okay, Esteban, that's great. Southern California, perhaps San Diego, maybe Encinitas. I have been there. I drove there from Florida. Took me 1 week to get there. But okay, cool. You've been living in New York for 3 years. How did you find this live stream? Are you currently looking to teach abroad or online? Just let me know. And also, I have been getting questions from people who don't just want to teach online. They're looking to teach abroad here in Thailand. So I think that is just a wonderful cultural, life-changing experience that I strongly, strongly recommend. Coming here to Thailand, I mean, if you like warm weather, tropical weather, it's paradise. It really is. And, I don't live in Bangkok and I don't want to live in Bangkok, but, if I'm going to take a certification course, it's not a big deal for 4 weeks. And even if I had a great teaching job and I was around the right people, then I wouldn't really think about, I'm living in the concrete jungle. But, Thailand is like, from up north in the Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, all the way down to this Thai Sao, as they say here, the southern part of Thailand, the beautiful beaches, and in the Gulf of Thailand, you have Koh Samui, which has an airport there, and then I can't say this name right still. It's Koh Phangan. I think I said it right finally. And then there's a Koh Tao, which I actually lived there for a little over a month. And so there's just so many amazing things here, like the food, the music. I've never been to a country and just really fell in love with the music here quite quickly. And, never been to Asia before 2016. And coming over here for the first time, it's like, I can't say that I regret, but I'm like, wow, why didn't I come over here sooner? The teaching opportunities, it's totally endless. And just a quick note of advice out there. If you don't have teaching experience, if you're really serious about wanting to become a teacher, yes, get your certificate, of course. But here's another small piece of advice. I really want you all to understand that, think about what you can do in your local area. So, for example, let's say you're from the Philippines and you're new, you don't have a lot of experience, but if you could volunteer at a school and take pictures at the school and even videos at the school of you and the children, in the educational environment, that is going to help you, and you can use those pictures as leverage. A lot of people apply to teach on Palfish and they don't have a lot of pictures in the classroom because they don't have prior experience. That's okay, but it's going to help you out tremendously. Think about it. If you're a parent and you're looking for a responsible, mature teacher for your child, and you go to their profile and you just see traveling. Oh, okay, that's cool. They seem like a very nice person. They're friendly. They have a nice smile. But if they have, some travel photos and then the pictures in a classroom with kids and a desk and the tables and school supplies and, a school-friendly, classroom-friendly environment. If you can get those pictures, the parents are, of course, going to book most likely with that teacher over another teacher. So, again, that's a huge thing that I've never really mentioned in my videos that needs to have a little spotlight on. For the advanced teachers out there, you might already know that, but for people who are getting started, you've got to get documentation of what you're doing and use that as leverage in the world for your teaching career. So the next thing, let me get over here to the chat. My food is coming. I'm going to probably do about another few minutes on here, so if you have any questions, you got to let me know now. Esteban Jacobo, Orange County. Well, that's cool. And hey, if you have any questions about teaching, just let me know. And hello, AJ. Is it possible to get an ESL job without any course? Is CELTA really worth it? Well, I don't know about CELTA, but I know that the TEFL, the TEFL word, the actual search term, the word, and the certification programs, TEFL is really the way to go. That's what I'm more familiar with. And wherever you go, everyone accepts the TEFL as long as that it is accredited. And I maybe I don't know if it's possible to get an ESL job now without any kind of course because the requirements are getting more strict and more professional. So I would just strongly recommend that you get it done. Yeah, there's tons of TEFL centers, and look, I'm not a total expert on TEFL courses, but just make sure it's accredited. You know, try to look at reviews and comments of what people have said about the company or the program when they finish or while they're taking the course, and read reviews. That's always going to be helpful. But please let me know what are your questions right now. And I wanted to show you this. Today, one of my students went swimming. I went swimming too. So what I did for fun, and the parents thought it was hilarious. And again, everybody's different. Every parent's different, so you got to understand who you're working with. But when I put this on, I was like, here's my swimming cap and my swimming goggles. And they started getting all excited and happy, and then they ran and got their goggles, and she had pink goggles. So you never know how you're tapping into your own creativity, your own type of imagination. You have to tap into your interests, and you have to understand what your passions and your interests are, because you can use that in your lessons. So like books that I have, for example, I loved dinosaurs when I was a kid. The Land Before Time. And one day, not one day, many days, but one specific day this past weekend, I'm really getting dry, guys. I had a class with a 4-year-old boy. Now, his English awareness and listening skills were amazing for 4 years old. It was like maybe age 6 or age 7 level. But when we started out, I was like, uh-oh, he's just from the voice, that he's young. And he looked up when I asked him, where are you from? He looked up to his mom or dad. And so, but he could speak really well and understand things. And I said, hey, do you like dinosaurs? And then he said, yeah, I love dinosaurs. And then he had a dinosaur toy. And then I started showing some pictures. And do you like this one? What colors are they? So you have to get creative on the spot. And having things like that are very helpful to you. Also, the jump ropes. I love jump rope. I love exercise. So, so a lot of kids know jump rope, and many times in the lessons, jump rope is mentioned as vocabulary with the exercises. Okay, so, AJ, I'll just go and say, go to my previous video, my YouTube channel, or you can leave a comment in the comment section here, like after the video is published. Or you go find me on Facebook Messenger. It's Camden Long. It's the same thing as my YouTube channel name. And I will give you a link so that you can get started to get your online certification course. It is $139, but it is fully accredited. And I'd be happy to answer your questions and guide you through the process. And I need some water. Whoa. 1 second. I had some peanut butter, and I think some of the nut or the skin got stuck in my throat. Yeah, it definitely got stuck. It's like super dry. Hope I can get through this, guys. I'm turning red. Okay, so how to find a job after getting certified. So AJ, again, it all depends on your English voice, how you present yourself, and there's a lot of other factors, so I recommend this is when you get your certification course finished, you apply to become a teacher on Palfish, because non-native English speakers can teach there and make good money. Luke, hello. Level 5 TEFL, would a native speaker from England with level 5 TEFL and classroom experience have a chance of landing a job reliably and quickly in Vietnam without a degree? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's one of the things I feel so grateful for, is the fact that Palfish, they don't judge people by their degree, because I don't have a degree. So I have my TEFL certificate, and that's enough to teach on Palfish. So when it comes to teaching without a degree, I don't know. I don't know a lot about Vietnam. Of course, maybe search on Google, see what people say about that. But the requirements are getting more and more strict when it comes face to face. The good news is there are online expedited bachelor's degree courses that are really cheap, and you can finish it within like a few months actually. So then you would have a bachelor's degree. And the school that I'm associated with, they also offer online expedited degrees. So Luke, if you want to get your online bachelor's degree, let me know, because I'm really not sure about that, okay? But hopefully I was able to help you out a little bit. Absolutely, Luke. If you can, I can't send it. I can't chat on there right now with you. But if you could just message me on Facebook Messenger. Message me on Facebook Messenger, Camden Long, and then I'll go through my inbox with new requests. And then I'll accept your message, and then I'll fill you in on the details and provide the link for you. Okay? Will non-native English speakers get a job if he completes the TEFL? Yeah, well, if your English is great, and you upload your teacher profile in a great way, like you have your pictures, you did a good written introduction, your audio intro is good. I mean, that's pretty much it for the teacher profile, Listing your qualifications, then you should be good to go. Because look, as I mentioned, there's people from different countries teaching on Palfish. It's not just native English speaking countries. And that's what's so amazing about Palfish, because it gives the opportunity for people to teach online who are not from native English speaking countries. And other companies don't do that a lot. Most of them. You're very welcome, Luke. I'll be looking for that message later. And everybody who's in here, I appreciate everyone who has given me a thumbs up. The more thumbs ups, the more YouTube pushes it, in the algorithm, so more people can get this information. But anyway, I'm going to rest my voice. I have a class tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. I'm going to be posting on my Instagram, my Facebook. I need to provide my Facebook and Instagram links in my descriptions so people can link it. But, I try to be active as possible on social media. When I'm not teaching, I'm answering your questions. I'm answering your messages, I'm moving as fast as I can. And now that I have the iPad, it's like Superman speed. Okay, AJ, thank you. Look, I'll help you as much as I can, but I help a lot of people, and so many people are not willing to take the action or just take that small first step. So anyway, I hope that everybody out there is having a wonderful day. I thank you so much for all the support here on YouTube. It blows me away how many people are watching these videos from all over the world. It's the greatest feeling inside to give back, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. Thank you, Esteban. I appreciate it. Everybody out there, you take care of yourself, okay? Stay happy. Sometimes you got to force yourself to be happy. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. It really is. And stay healthy. And stay safe. And keep your mind filled with wealthiness. You guys all of us right now, we gotta channel in and get focused on our life, get focused on our goals, and every day wake up and take the action and do the stuff that the most of the world is not willing to do. There's so many amazing success stories out there from all types of people around the world. So choose your level of inspiration and commitment. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day.